welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Purti and I'm so glad you found me. And if you're here since the beginning, thank you for sticking around, means a lot to me. Today I want to talk through the 10 things I think are worth investing as an artist. So keep a pen and paper ready because I think by the end of this you would want to remember a few of them. And this isn't a list that I have found online somewhere. This is a list that I have made after spending quite some money figuring out what works and what doesn't. So today I want to share them with you because I got your back. Let's get into it. Number 10, books. I'm not here to recommend any specific book, but if you want me to make a video on that, comment down below. But take me seriously when I say read as much as you can because books are verbal. There are no images to guide you, so you have to build the image, build the scene, build the characters by yourself from the scratch. And it helps an artist's imagination so much, and it is so much better than just scrolling references after references. If you're an illustrator or a children's book illustrator, study their style, study their emphasis on a particular character, detail, and whatever you can gauge from what they have done. Books give you an asymmetrical returns because you never know which book or what sort of imagery in a book can change your life or change your perspective. Probably the slowest thing on the list, but I guarantee you that it will give you big returns if done right. Number 9, oil pastels. And this one is very personal because I started feeling like an artist when I started using this medium and not just someone who is carefully coloring inside a line drawing. This is such a versatile medium because you can blend with it, you can add texture with it. It is so vibrant, and I personally feel you can do so much crafty activities also with this medium. So if you're an illustrator or an artist who use a particular medium that is not oil pastels or a digital artist, I highly encourage you to invest maybe in a very cheap oil pastel set, or if you want to invest in a more expensive one, this is the one you can try for sure. Number 8, I promise it's very small and I don't know how you'll take it, but a good eraser. I'm not talking about the pink one or the scented one or a good looking eraser. I'm actually talking about a proper kneaded or a plastic eraser that can lift off the graphite marks from your paper. I know it's just like a 200 rupees upgrade or a 100 rupees upgrade, but it can save you from ruining hours of work with one careless swipe. It's easy to overlook, but I wanted to mention it anyway. Number 7, an easel. For the longest time I convinced myself that I don't need one and I can hunch over and paint. But buying an easel was a game changer for me. I started using it back in 2024 when I painted Kempi. It made my setup so comfortable and ergonomical. I also have like a smaller easel. It is like a briefcase and I can put like my art supply in it and can carry it around. And both of them are from Brustro. So I would highly suggest, if you have to paint for longer hours, you can buy an easel because it has lot of options. Like it can also lay down perfectly and can adjust according to your angle and what you want. It helps you to work longer hours without breaking your back and neck. Number 6, a good lighting. Now that we are talking about setup, let's talk about lighting. I used to myself work under a tube light or the lamps around me until I bought the IKEA table lamp, and it was such a game changer because it reduced my eye strain. It helped me concentrate on the fine detailing that I was doing and made my color accurate. I sometimes also use the ring light that is there, but if you're looking to buy a table lamp for your setup, I am recommending the IKEA one because it's durable. I'm definitely sure it will make you efficient with your work and it has some feel to it because there's a spotlight on your work. Number 5 that goes with me everywhere is a pocket journal. This one is from an Instagram store called The Leather Chef, and it's a leather journal with like 3 division, like 3 small pocket notebooks. So I also have an ecosystem here. One of them of the 3 notebooks is my scrapbook notebook which has all of the memories and things that I collect while traveling or while commuting, and the other two is just like the ideas and brainstorming. I bought this back in 2025. Before that, I was not a person who used to take notes or plan my stuff and plan my days or plan my illustration. But since then, all of the things, all of the illustration, for example, 2 books that I did and multiple illustrations that I made, I did all the brainstorm and ideation in this particular pocket journal. So it is so useful as an illustrator if you don't take planning or brainstorming or ideating or doing a brain puke so seriously. I highly recommend for you to get a pocket journal for yourself and just take notes, write random stuff, write thoughts. Like sometimes I also write my dreams in it. It has actually helped me a lot. Number 4, Canva subscription. Okay, now I know you're gonna come at me that Canva is not real and Canva is just for noobs and all of that. I want to say, as a graphic designer myself working in this industry for 6 years, Canva is a great tool when you have to collaborate with a lot of teams. I would suggest to like invest in Canva subscription because I know for a fact that Adobe Creative Cloud is too expensive. So to learn graphic design or to learn how to put your work, how you're portraying your work is so important. So you should understand it and you should learn it, and I think Canva subscription is the cheapest of the all option to know more and put your work out there. Number 3, a scanner. This is one of the best investments personally that I feel I've done back in 2023. Before that, I used to scan my traditional paintings using like the iPhone note scanner, and the details used to be not that sharp in like the print. Started using this Canon 400 scanner. I scan like my big paintings in parts and stitch them together in Photoshop. The painting quality comes so good in digital file as well as in print file. Even the strokes, like you can see the paint stroke as well. So if you're a traditional artist or a digital designer or a digital artist who want to scan their initial sketches and want to document, or a traditional artist who is just fed up of like scanning at phone and not getting the exact result, this is something you should definitely invest in, take my word. Number 2, iPad. This is the most paisa vasool investment that I have done personally, because the amount of which I have bought the iPad and iPencil, I have gotten that much amount back by doing freelance. I'm not saying here that go buy it tomorrow, but for sure think about it, save up for it and buy it. You can just download Procreate. You can learn how to use your iPad by watching YouTube, by watching digital artist process videos on Pinterest, Behance, etc. You can make your own portfolio. You can do so much art with that, and I highly recommend on getting an iPad. Like instead of iPad, if that is expensive, I have another, get a Wacom and use Photoshop and draw digitally. But for sure, iPad is so portable, you can take it anywhere and everywhere, and for me personally, it just helps me make art faster and deliver faster. So here we are at the last one, and I bet you can't guess it. So the number 1 is go on a date with yourself, grab a meal with yourself, take yourself out, build a relationship with yourself. It is so important for an artist to be connected with themselves. So just go and grab a coffee with yourself, go for a meal, go for a dinner, sit alone in a cafe, maybe on a bench in a park and draw, observe, let the life pass you by. Like, okay, I'm just preaching right now, but it has helped me a lot. Like during my burnouts, during my creative block, just spending some time with myself. Like it is so important to do that. Spend some time with yourself, boo. Time is the only thing that we got. Like, can't you just invest a little bit of time on yourself? And going on a date with yourself, or like for a movie or for a coffee, 10 on 10 experience. Everybody should do it, just not artists. Everybody should invest in themselves. So here we are at the end of the video. From a good book to grabbing a meal, that's all the 10 things I have invested in personally and I feel an artist should. If you really want to start investing in things and you want to take away from this video, maybe start with the most inexpensive one. Start with a good setup, a good lighting, and if you happen to invest in anything that I have mentioned, do comment below and tell me. I would really love to know if I have inspired you or helped you in any way. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. More videos are coming. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next video. Bye.